bag and purse and doing what we do here. It is the last day of the year. And does anybody have great plans for this day? What is going on in your worlds this particular day? I know I have, we're going to take down to Indy. We're going to go down to our capital state and have some fun down there. All right, so what am I doing first? First thing I am doing is I'm making sure that on this template, I mark the center of all objects, right? I want to make sure that the center marker is removed so that we know how to find the center of our project. And I'm just poking that out because while it did cut, it didn't cut all the way through. And we want to make sure that we have that hole exposed so that we can cut it. We know where our center point is at. All right. And once we have that exposed and we know where our center point is at, I want to start putting this together. Now, when the template was released, the template is just the base, the bow, and all of the basic essentials. Hi, Ro. How are you? Hey, Lisa. How you doing? I could not let this year end without spending a little bit of time with you guys. And I miss y'all, frankly. I'll just be flat out honest. I missed y'all. So, I wanted to be with you for one last round before the end of the year and to wish you guys a happy new year as we migrate into next year. So I hope, let me see, there we go. I hope that you guys have a great and beautiful, beautiful new year. Do you have any plans coming up? Any plans? Okay, so on this template, you can see I have everything marked. Everything has score lines or dashes. If you make it on a Cricut, it'll be a score line. On Silhouette, it's dash. They cut it out in little dashes. But in order to put this together, we have to do the exterior decorations first and then move into building the project. So let's go ahead and get started here. And I am going to just glue the back. You know I'm using my favorite glue, which is the Art Glitter Glue. It holds so well for paper. It holds so well. Oh yes, I missed you guys. We'll find our center on our pieces here and put those together. And we'll do the same thing for this little piece. I like that backing, but I want to use the dots on the front here, so we're going to use that. How was your Christmas? Did you guys have a good Christmas? I am also streaming for the first time on TikTok. Hi, Mildred. This is the first time that I am going live as well on TikTok. So it's kind of my test run, if you would. All right. So this is how the front of it will be. The front of the bag or the back, whichever. They're about the same, so you can name it whichever way you want to make it. You can make it the front or the back. You just wanted to make it to the new year. I feel you. I feel you. I wanted to make it to the new year too. I actually went and got a massage today for the final of the new year, which was really relaxing. And so while I was driving home, I'm like, I want to spend time with my people, my social media friends, my group, my peeps. And so here I am coming in to see y'all. Because life is grand. I want to be with you. Okay, so we have both of our little outside pieces done. Now this embellishment, All I did to get these embellishments were to offset the project, offset it. You do an inset, and you'll get your little embellishment pieces, which makes it fairly easy. This template is the absolute easiest to put together, in my opinion. But just watch me, because it is super simple, and it's not hard to do at all. Now, you'll see here that I have perforated lines. Can you see that? Yes, the perforated lines. We're just going to line these up together at a slant, keeping the cut edge and the perforated lines together. Hi, Cassandra. Rose says my plan is to have as covered. That's right. We're doing something different this time. Ro, hey Lisa, how you doing, hun? For all of you guys that's there, I want you to know I am trying my best. I always go live on YT on Sundays at 1 o'clock. And for the first time, I'm doing both YT and TikTok together. I have to limit what I say on TikTok because they will give me a strike if I say certain things. But for the first time, I've pulled two worlds together. And so you'll hear me explaining some things to you guys on YT that might be strange for my sisters over here on TikTok, but that's why. So yes, this is my first time on live on TikTok, Mildred. Thank you for being here with us. I have sisters on YT. We're currently live on YT, and I have a bunch of sisters over here that we're crafting together with as well as we make this bag. Okay, so Sharon, where do you get the glue, and can you repeat what it is again? Absolutely. This glue is the Art Glitter Glue. It's one of my favorite glues, and I order it off of Amazon. And when Amazon sends it, they send it in this small bottle, and then they send a refill bottle with it. And then they have this little special cap tip that you can put on it, which makes it easy to do really small glue projects that we're doing here. So I have two of them. This one I take the cap off of, and this is how big the hole is on this particular one. I use this when I have a lot of glue that I want to run, but if I'm doing small glue segments, I use this thin metal cap that comes with it. All right, so we have our base glued together for our project. What we're going to do now is we're going to fold in on the perforated lines. Fold on the perforated lines, and then we will flip it over and glue these perforated lines down. Okay? And this template is on my Etsy shop if you're interested in creating this project. This is a beautiful template for easy gifts, right? Easy gifts that you want to give to somebody, especially if you like to give like bed and bath, Body Works. What is it? Bath and Body Works. There you go. Bath and Body Works. Hey Lisa, how you doing? You hanging in there? Bath and Body Works is a great, those little lotions. I don't give out. I'm allergic to scents. I have a high sensitivity to scents, so I usually don't gift out perfumes, but I fill my bags with gift cards and candy and all that stuff. But for people who like Bath and Body Works, this is a great little bag for them. Okay. So let's see. Next, now we want to connect our dots, but you guys see how we just put this this makes this so firm and stiff. What I want to do is I want to bend it a little bit because I want to mold the paper, because we want to make it into a circle. So I'm going to spray a little bit of water on it, just a little bit, and then I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to help mold that. And I do that so that I don't crack my paper. You don't want your paper to crack. In fact, if you wanted to, you could mold the offsets before you put it together. I almost sprayed a little bit too much water on there, but you could mold the offsets before you put them together so that they don't crack. And I just use my arm to help bend it around, because this is supposed to be a circle. All right. And we don't want our paper to crack. Cracked paper is not fun. All right, and let's put this together here. Again, we're just going to line up our perforated edges and our top. And making sure they're lined up. I wish now that I had a bent those down before putting it together, but it's all good. It'll be fine. All right. That's what we want, my loves. We'll just keep manipulating the paper until it does what we want it to do. Again, the template just comes the base of the template, and I've done offsets to it to give us all these little added pieces. Aren't those cute? Those are so cute. All right, so we're going to allow this to dry for a moment before we mess with it anymore. And while that's drying, we're going to work on our handles. So on the handles, I cut out 4 pieces of the circles. And the template comes with both a square handle and a round handle. Let me show you something. I dropped this. Expose my rear end to y'all. It comes with this square handle. See that? Or you can do round handles. And personally, I like them both. So I couldn't decide which one. So I just added them both to the template. Alright. So we're going to glue this together. And this is why, this is so great. See how it's just giving us a little bit of glue out instead of a big amount of glue? And I'm adding 2 layers to it because I want it to be strong and firm to be able to hold together. Now every piece of this, all of these small pieces, let me bring you in because these are some tiny, tiny pieces. We're going to use our bone folder and curl them. This is what I should have done with the other pieces at the beginning, but I didn't do that. We're going to curl these all with our bone folder because this will just help us break the fibers down, and it will help us be able to get this to fit better on our project. Because this piece is so stiff, I am going to spray it with a little bit of water, just mist it. And this one as well. I'm going to mist these with water. A little water bottle, just misting them with water so that it helps break the fibers inside of it without, you don't want to crease your paper, but you want it to bend. So everybody's staying home tonight for New Year's. You're staying home. This is what we're going to do. We're doing a drop the ball down in Indianapolis. So we've got to drive an hour and a half to our state capital. My niece is having a drop the ball event at a bowling alley. So we're going to go bowl and they're calling it a drop the ball. And we'll be bowling until midnight. And then after midnight, the festivities will be over. But we will be staying with my sister because that's too late for us to try to drive back home during this time. Again, I'm going to miss this. What do I have going on here? All right. Did we freeze up? I think I did freeze up. Okay. So I am going to mist this. Put a little mist on it. And do here. Cassandra, hi. I don't know if I saw you earlier and did I say hello? Okay, so we'll put a little mist on it, and now we'll put all of these pieces together so that we can assemble our part. Now, because this is slick, I'm not going to use the glue. I'm going to use tape because the glue doesn't seem to like to adhere to the slick part of that very well. So I'm going to use tape and tape this down and onto the project. and center it off, and then just make sure to rub it on. And then on the back of here, again, the glue doesn't like to adhere to it well, so I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue on the back of this part. I know I used glue earlier, but these will be bent, so I want to make sure that they don't come off, and using the hot glue and tape will ensure that for me. And here's where we need them to bend again. So we're going to just bend this around our finger, making sure that it has some bend in it. It's stiff, so you definitely want to make sure that it bends, you guys. And it's this right here that's so stiff. Now, you won't probably run into these problems if you use just plain paper or different kind of paper. So now I am going to glue this together to make my handle. My screen over here is flashing at me. I'm not sure why it's flashing the way that it is, but I hope everything's good over there. I don't know, because I've never done, like I said, I haven't done TikTok before, so. Alright, so that's what it'll look like. And let's just rinse and repeat really quick and do the second one. Are you looking blurry? We're blurry. It's not blurry on my side. It is on yours. Oh, I hope my Wi-Fi is not struggling with me, because I'm blinking over here for some reason, and I am, let's see, I'm trying, let me see if I can figure out what's going on real quick while I have you guys. Yep, it says something about it's not receiving enough video to keep it smooth. So let me try something. I'm going to come out of here. I'm going to just believe that that is working right. I'm going to turn that off. And unfortunately, I can't see the comments over there. That's my computer that's flipping at me. That's weird. I don't know what's going on. That's so weird. Okay, we'll keep going, and we'll try to finish before it gets too aggravating for you guys, because we definitely don't want to delay the project any more than it has to be. Okay, so let's glue this together. We're going to tape this again. If it gets too bad, let me know, and I'll end one of the live streams, and then we could pick it up later at another time. And then I'm going to glue the back of this. When you work with hot glue on these things, you got to move fast, because the hot glue does get cold on the paper and it dries. And you kind of want to spread it out so that it's not all bumpy and thick underneath it. So you want to work a little faster with the hot glue on that. And it doesn't like to bend. The hot glue doesn't. Okay. So we will bend this around our finger. We will put it inside of our, that didn't sit well right there, it bent on there, so. Yeah, that didn't do well. We'll make that the inside. And we're going to glue this together. Perfect. Those are our handles. Alright, we're going to put these to the side and let those dry. And we'll bring back in our base. Now what we want to do is we cut 2 circles. I cut 2 circles. And the 2 circles are for your base, one on the inside to help form your bag, and then one on the outside to cover up the bottom of your bag. We're going to fold in all of our little perforated ends. Okay. And then we'll put the base in, holding the bag. We'll put the base inside, and this will help us keep it in a circle formation. Sound like we're getting information, don't I? It's a song, isn't it? And then I just take my bone folder and press it down inside. Press it down inside of there so that it makes it a barrel. See that? And now we'll put a little glue around the back and bottom. If you guys could see the way my screen is flashing right now, I'm glad I don't have sensory issues because it's really flashing out the side of my, over here out the side. And we'll flip it back down and press this into the glue that we put underneath our tabs so that they will adhere. Wipe off the glue on the table. And then we'll glue our bottom piece and put that onto the bottom of our purse. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Okay. So now we're going to add this to the bottom of our purse. And flip it up again. And press it on the inside so that that can adhere well as well. And there's our barrel bag. And I like that. Now I'm going to shave it off just a little bit along here because the circle was the right size, but I obviously squoze it too tight to fit the bag together. So it has some excess hanging out from the underneath it, and I don't want that, so I'm just going to trim it right along the edge of it. Okay. You got to do what you got to do to make sure that it fits the way you want it to. All right, now I'm going to come on this side. What do I want to be the front? I think this will be my front. And I'm going to add a grommet so that we can put a little chain on it. And let's add the grommet now. And I think our grommet size is, what size is this, you guys? 3/16. So let's put this right in this little section. Why is that glue coming off of there? We glue it better together. And I'm going to add a grommet right here. Okay? I'm going to do this now before we get moving on to the next piece. And I'm just going to add it right. This is punching my hole. You don't have to do this. This is me being extra. You do not have to do this on yours if you decide to get this template. This is me being extra, right? Okay, but since I am being extra, I'm going to take, what color should I use? I think I'll use this dark pink. This little dark pink and one of the backings here. Everyone, let's hit the thumbs up. Thank you for doing that, Lisa. And I'll feed that into my hole. And then I'm going to take my backing and put it on top of there. And I'll feed it into my machine here and make it staple itself together. Wait a minute. Am I doing that the right way? No, this goes this way. Let's put this inside of here, like that. And then put my bag. Oh, don't be mean. Don't do that. Work with me. Don't you guys hate when you're doing stuff like we're on live? That's why it's not working right. Every time we're on live, Lisa, say what happens. Things act crazy. Whenever we're on live, stuff gets real brand new, doesn't it? Whenever we go live. I don't know why I'm having a hard time. I'm struggling with this. Where's it at? There we go. Why am I struggling with this? Hi, Trisha. How are you? Thanks for coming in to my first live. I'm struggling over here trying to get this in. This is me being extra, but extra is cute when extra works, right? So, oh, now come on. Work with me, not against me. I'm not going to give up on this. I am going to get this to work. This is me being extra, but extra is cute when it works. There, see? Extra is cute when it works. Okay. That's me being extra. You don't have to do that, but extra is cute when it works. All right, so we've got our bag. We've got our little grommet on here. I'll deal with the grommet in a minute, but what I want to show you now is you see where we have the little openings, the little dots. Now we're going to put the bag together. And all you have to do is line your bag up against those marks, and that's how you'll know that it's centered. That's why I did that on the template, so that you would know where the center of the bag is without having to be a mathematician. Right? We took all the guesswork out of it for you. So that is the center there. And we do the same thing for the front. We locate the center. We put a little glue on our backing. Locate the center and line it up and line it up. Say line it up. There we go. And press it down. Only on the live does things go crazy. Only on the live. It's okay. Take your time. Thank you. I do feel like I'm rushing. I feel like I am rushing. This is my first time. I have to tell you, we're live also on YT. I go there live every Sunday at 1 o'clock. So we're familying it together right now on Collective Groups. Why do you have a commercial doing your live, or am I the only one that's getting it? How do I say that? The owner of this platform has made it that we have to have commercials now in the middle. I hate it. I try to not have commercials at all on them, but they've now made it that when I logged in a couple weeks ago, I had no choice but to accept the commercial to run. I'm sorry. It is not something that I wanted to do, because as you know, that this is not, it's not a means of income for me. It's just a means of relaxation and fun in terms of YT. But they forced us to run those commercials on our lives now. Accept my apology if that is bothering you. I am sorry. It was not my choice. Alright, so now we're going to feed this grommet, hopefully. That's too deep. So now I got to figure out something else, because that one is showing that's too deep down in there. I want to add this little string onto there. We'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, let's go to our bow. It always is when we're live that fun things happen. Let's go to put our bow together. So again, you're going to need your bone folder. You're going to need your bone folder to bend your paper to make your bow. And bone folder it on both sides. And just really get in it, right? You want it to be curved. So just really go for it. Creating this curve helps you not crease the paper. So you want to make it sure that it's curved in order to do your flower. And then you want to line up the circle curves, right? So the circle curve here and the circle curve on the edges, you want to line those up so that your bow is properly shaped. And glue them down. And I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of hot glue to do that with. Yes, it is whenever you are live, things don't want to work with you. Alright, so we're going to use some hot glue to glue that down. And then we'll just rinse and repeat on the other side to do the same thing, my loves. And making sure you don't burn yourself with the hot glue. You want to hold the second one down to form your bow. Okay. So that's how our bow is going to look. And you fluff that up. And we'll rinse and repeat, do the same thing for the smaller portion of the bow to give it 2 layers. Because remember, layers are important. It adds dimension to your project. It makes your project look good and professionally done. And while it is a handmade craft, it doesn't necessarily have to look handmade. It won't be perfect because it's not a machine. We're not machines, right? But we can try to get them to look good together. And there's our second little bow. And we're going to put these together just like that. I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue. I hate this hot glue. It's leaking like crazy. I have to get a new machine. I wonder how much glue I end up wasting in a package because the way it leaks so bad. Look at this little mountain of glue that it's made over here. See that? And it just keeps making a little mountain of glue like that. That's crazy. And I guess I could pull it out each time, but then when you need it, you got to push it back in and let it heat up. So, all right, we're going to do the same thing with our centerpiece. This is going to be on the template. This is the piece that you wrap around your bow to make it cute. And so we're going to wrap that around the center. And I'm going to use, I don't know which medium to use. I'll use a little hot glue right down the middle here. Yeah. Yep, they make us run those. I hate that, but I'm sorry because commercials. But I get it because that's the way that they sell and keep their platform moving by having paid advertisement. So they're forcing us to have paid advertisement in our little ads. Look at her bow. Isn't that adorable? There's our bow. And these are the ends on the bow. And you can just glue these on. Now this you can cut as long or short as you want them. I'm going to cut them down a little bit because it is a little longer than I think I want it to be. So I'm going to take my scissors and just cut it down a little bit. Somebody's calling me on my phone. And then I'll glue these onto the project here. Okay. And another little hot glue. What do we have? It's cute. Isn't that bow cute? I like it, Trisha Creation. I like it. All right, and we'll glue that on. Now we got glue web, so we'll take that off. Lisa, I'm glad you like that. Lisa and Lisa, that little bow is so adorable. Look at that. All right. And now the little bow is going to go right on our bag right there. We're going to glue that right on. So let's put some hot glue on the back of this. Again, if you're not using this shiny slick paper, you don't have to use hot glue. You could use regular glue and it will work just as well. But because this paper is shiny and slick, the art glitter glue doesn't want, it takes it a while to adhere to it, and sometimes it will just slide off because it's almost like gluing it to plastic or something, you know, and it doesn't work well with those mediums. Some mediums don't work well. I keep saying one day I'm going to do a video that shows like what glue should be on what projects. Look at how cute that bag is. Now we have one more thing. We got to put our little, I'm making a little, I made a little charm for it. So let's put our charm on it. We want our charm, and then we'll figure out our grommet to get our charm on there. How we doing on time, ladies? We're doing good. We always stick at an hour. For those of you that are new here, we're live on YT. We go at 1 o'clock Eastern time till 2 o'clock. The family over here is full of love and fun. And today, for the first time ever, we are also live on TikTok. And Miss Trisha is over there, and we're having fun with her watching us for the first time ever. I can no longer say I'm a newbie now. And I will start doing some lives there randomly. Alright, so we have the front and the back. And we're going to glue this together. I hate glue guns. I'm going to stop whining about it, but I hate glue guns, you guys. And look at that, it didn't get it straight. Ugh. That's not going to work because I didn't get it straight and the glue dried that fast. You see that? Let's see. I'm going to add a little bit of heat to it to activate the... reactivate the heat on the glue and then let it stick together. There we go. Oh my god, that's super cute, Sharon. Thank you, Ro. I appreciate that. If you can't start calling me baby girl, that is my real name. Oh, now that we have 2 Lisas, I got you, baby girl. And you know what's funny? I say that all the time too. I call people baby girl all the time. Okay, and that's actually what I call my daughter, baby girl. So let's put this in here. We're making our charm. And then we're going to figure out, I think I know what we're going to do. I just figured it out. But those are silver or gold. We've got some little hoops. Let's open up our treasure trove of stuff. Even though these are silver, well, if it's silver, we'll take a silver chain. How about that? We'll get us a silver chain, and that way everything will match. And then I'll have to get me some gold grommets or gold circle chains. Let's put this back here for a second. Alright, so we're not going to use the gold. We're going to use the silver. Not as pretty, but still it will help us complete our task of what we need to get our charm done. Let's open this up. Slide that in. Close this up. Close it up. You guys, this is really going to be cute. I can see it already. This is a perfect Valentine's baggie. If you want to deliver a little gift to a friend, a coworker, a loved one, chocolate and a gift card. And remember, you can resize this to make it whatever size you want. It doesn't have to be the size that I am working with or that I created. You can make it as big or as small as you want just by sizing it up. If you size it up, you want to make sure that you grab the entire project in the corner and resize it that way so that it sizes correctly for you. Alright, I'm sorry. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying to close that up there. And it was hard for me to see without having it facing me. And now I want to squeeze that close. And be better than me. Don't lower it. Don't make it so low that you can't get it in there. Be better than I am. I tell you guys that all the time. I do it on live, make the mistakes so you guys can be better than me. There we go. Oh, how cute. How cute is that, you guys? Look at that. Look at that. That is so adorable. With a little charm and the paper. I love it. And you can, of course, put a Velcro or a magnet to close it, to close that up. right? So that it closes, but I love the barrel part of it. I love it, I love it, I love it. It is so cute. Let me show you like this, how stinking cute that is. I love it. Love it. So what do you guys think? Tell me what you think. Absolutely gorgeous. It is so cute. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let me see if I have something to show you what we could put in it. I don't right next to me, but here, let's use this. If this were a small gift, look at the sizing of that to put inside of there. You could put 2 or 3 of those in there. And look at how cute that would be. I think it is absolutely adorable. And it doesn't take long to make. It takes us longer when we're on live because y'all know I get nervous. I go to messing up. I go to wishing that I had to change something and last minute, all of that stuff. So there we go. That is it. And here's one I made with the square handles on it as well. That one has square handles. See the square handles? And I tell you, this paper right here is 110-pound paper. So it's definitely going to hold the weight of a project. But it makes it harder to fold and bend. So you definitely, the paper will matter, but look at how cute it is. It definitely will hold the weight of the project, but it'll make it harder to fold and bend. So just take that into consideration when you're finding paper that you want to use to work with in order to create your projects. Okay? So with that being said, I want to say to you all, let me get my screen right here. I am going to come in here and I want to say, there we go. I want to say to you all, if you go out tonight, you know I'm going to tell you to have a good time. Be responsible. Have fun. This is the last day of the new year, but we want it to be the next day of life for us. So be careful. Be very careful. But make sure whatever you do, that you find a way to give joy for both you and someone else. I love y'all with the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for having spent this year with me on crafting every Sunday at 1 o'clock. And I have so many more things in store for you. And if you are new on TikTok, thank you for coming here with me. We have fun every Sunday at 1 o'clock. And I can't wait to show you some of the new things that we have coming up. Y'all have a happy new year, and I will love you. And as I say at the end of every video, at the end of all of them, stay classy. Until next time, I'll see you later. Classy Shay signing off for 2023. We'll see you next year. Bye-bye. Bye.